Western allies, comprising the US, EU, and UK, are actively urging the United Arab Emirates, UAE, to cease its critical goods exports to Russia. This collective effort is aimed at depriving Vladimir Putin's military of essential components required to sustain its war against Ukraine. In recent weeks, officials from these Western nations have embarked on visits to the affluent Gulf state to elucidate the comprehensive scope of their trade restrictions. During these visits, they have emphasized the urgency of addressing suspected sanctions violations and have urged UAE authorities to take action. The United States, in particular, is concerned that the UAE is evolving into a central hub for shipping items, such as electronics, that could be repurposed to support Russia's war effort. A specific concern raised during these discussions is the practice of re-exporting, where goods are rerouted through the UAE to circumvent sanctions. High-ranking officials, including James O'Brien, head of the U.S. Office of Sanctions Coordination, EU Sanctions Envoy David O'Sullivan, and David Reed, director of the UK's Sanctions Directorate, visited the UAE last month to press their case. A Western official stated that their primary request to the UAE is to halt re-exports and acknowledge the problematic nature of these actions. Exports of electronic parts from the UAE to Russia increased more than sevenfold last year, reaching nearly $283 million, becoming the largest product category shipped in that direction, as per data from the Free Russia Foundation. In 2022, the UAE exported 15 times more microchips to Russia compared to the previous year, totaling $24.3 million, up from $1.6 million in 2021. The Gulf nation also exported 158 drones to Russia last year, valued at almost $600,000, according to available data. These discussions with the UAE coincide with Western allies shifting their focus from imposing new sanctions to strengthening enforcement and encouraging private sector compliance. Western countries have noted unusual spikes in Russia's trade with certain states, with the UAE, Turkey, and countries in Central Asia and the Caucasus under scrutiny. The UAE is also seen as an attractive destination for wealthy Russians seeking to protect their assets. U.S. officials aim to underscore potential consequences for businesses that facilitate the flow of goods benefiting the Russian military. Ongoing efforts in these countries aim to ensure that anyone trading in these goods is aware that they could now be subject to sanctions if these goods end up being used on the battlefield. Remember to subscribe.